Hi Facebook. So I wanted to go over my anvil and stump right now. This is an anvil that my wife bought me from Harbor Freight. I'm not sure how much she get for it, but it's a $50 anvil, and for what it is, it's pretty good. I think she spent about $50 on it, which is relatively cheap when it comes to anvils, because when you get into larger anvils they can get quite expensive. But so this anvil is kind of soft. When you get into these Harbor Freight anvils, they're not forged anvils, they're just cast anvils, and you can see on the edges here, the edges don't hold up very good, but there's still a ton of potential in these anvils. You can do a lot with them. And the bullhorn's kind of blunt on it. It's not very tapered to a fine point, but then I have my smaller anvils when I need to do smaller things, or I can transfer my bigger piece from that anvil to this anvil when I'm getting into finite details or whatnot. And then you have your stump, okay? So a couple of problems that you can run into with your stump is if you're bolting it to your stump, it gets real easy to split your stump. So pre-drilling is like a must. And my anvil was wobbling around a lot on my last video, and that was because my anvil wasn't sitting completely flush on the stump. And it's kind of wore out. It's about time for me to get a new stump. So what I did for a temporary fix right now is I shimmed it, and I cut some bar off of some grate, and I drilled, and I drove the grate in, and then I bent the grate over the anvil so that way it holds the anvil a lot more steady. When it comes to stumps, the bigger the stump you can get, the better off you're gonna be. And you need to be careful, because this generates a lot of force when you're striking, and that force is transferred down through the anvil, through the stump, and onto your floor. So you have to make sure you're being careful and watch your garage floors, because you can definitely bust up your concrete without even realize you can do it. So that's just an overview of my anvil and stump right now. There's no right or wrong way to do this kind of stuff. You just have to, if you're interested, just go out in your garage, find whatever scrap you have in your backyard, logs, whatnot. Everything about this is about being resourceful and using the resources you have available to you, and taking nothing and turning it into something. So I'll have another video coming soon. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like and comment. Any questions, I'd be happy to answer to the best of my knowledge. Thanks. Bye.